Saturday morning cartoons. Do you remember those?
Nigga ain't let me finish.
You wasn't done? How long is this list of yours?
As long as I fucking want it to be. Okay then.
Yes, sir.
Shut up. But what you were saying about them Saturday morning cartoons?
How early did you wake up to watch it?
Nigga, I was waking up at fucking... Depends what show it was. It all depends on what show it was.
Which Saturday morning cartoon do you miss the most in?
I'm gonna go with Shaolin Showdown and Yu-Gi-Oh! The original shit. Yu-Gi-Oh! The first season. Like the first series. Yeah, with Yugi Moto, my nigga, big homie Joey Wheeler. Fuck nigga Merrick. And Sexy My Valentine. Cause that was my shit. And bum ass Khalil Bandit Keith. Bandit Khalil Keith.
I had to make an appearance. For so mine was TMNT. Yu-Gi-Oh! As well.
Yeah, you got me on that one.
And it wasn't really like Pokemon and Digimon and all of that.
I wasn't tuning in for that. I wasn't waking up that early to watch Pokemon and shit like that. Like sometimes if I catch it, I catch it. But Yu-Gi-Oh! And the other ones was like, I need to wake up for this one. Like, I needed to wake up for that.
For Yu-Gi-Oh! I was thinking, like, did people like notice when Yugi would change and they just accepted like his change?
No.
Or was this just like
not at first? Not at first. So I asked that question a lot of times. Like it was so many times I was like, when he changed, he looked like a whole different nigga. G.
He sound like a different person too. Like you can't. This man sound more hood when he changed.
The nigga sound like a bitch. Like Yugi Moto sound like a bitch. The Pharaoh, that nigga voice deeper than Batman. He sound like a grown man.
And that's what I was like,
hey, Yugi. Like, cause at first when he did it, niggas they didn't peep. They just thought he was Yugi.
I feel like they didn't even try to. Because even his grandpa didn't even do nothing.
But his grandfather wasn't around that much. Like when he was actually dueling, because he only came out when he was dueling.
Yeah,
Vero don't come out when he just
when he was losing his duel.
No, when he duels in general, like it's not when he losing. Yugi don't duel first, and then he be like, "Yo, Yugi, you getting your ass beat. You might want to switch, big dog." Like, no, this nigga be like, "Yo, we about to duel. Yugi, you not dueling." He don't even start the duel. Yo, Yugi, you. Hey, I'll duel you. Yo, what the fuck is you doing? You ain't doing shit. That's me doing it. I'm doing the dueling. Why you trying to duel niggas and I'm doing?
Yeah, the Pharaoh, that man.
Let me be Yami. Nigga,
man, when he came out, that was like, I was always thinking that. But continue what you were saying. My bad, I cut you off.
Now you
said in the beginning they just thought it was Yugi, and then
in the beginning. So technically, in the show, they showed a substantial difference in Yugi and the Pharaoh. However, when in the show, there is no difference. What they say, technically, Yugi and the Pharaoh is still the same height and still talk the same. Apparently,
who said this? Was this the creators of Yu-Gi-Oh?
Nigga, I did some digging, I did some watching and some reading and stuff, and I was like,
was this like I'm saying, like, is this the creators or was this fan?
I don't know which. I don't know if it was the creators though, but it was definitely some articles that said that shit.
If they said the same height, it seemed like Yugi or Yami. That man, he made Yugi take a growth spurt when he came out.
I don't know how the fuck they was doing it, but eventually, throughout the series, they had episodes where they was like, it was Taya that peeped it first though. Everybody else was just like, yeah, Yugi, yeah, you the same nigga. But it was Taya that peeped it first because she was like, huh, I did notice how every time you dueled, you always did act a little different. Like it was just something about you that like you was more confident in yourself, or there was just something about you that
She
was
was
different.
like, shit, that's the man I want. That's what it was. She was like, that's what I want right there. And then he go back to his little kid self.
He's like, yeah, this nigga again. Hey, we need to do every day for you to act like this, motherfucker. But then eventually she peeped it, and then he was like, yeah, because at first he didn't understand it. He was like, yeah, whenever I do it, something comes over me, and I feel like I could do it. I believe in myself. But then that's when they start figuring out, oh, it's the Pharaoh too. Like there's somebody inside the Millennium Puzzle that is inside him as well. So then that's when once he started looking inside the Millennium Puzzle, he was like, oh, so you live here? He was like, yeah, man, I've been looking out for your ass this whole time. And that's when niggas was like,
little kid.
Okay, that's when he was like, yeah, there's a Pharaoh inside my Millennium Puzzle and shit like that. Because Yugi can only go into, Yami is only with him when he has a Millennium Puzzle. So he can't.
I figured.
Yeah,
because that's why dude kept the eye on, right? So that he can, because don't each of them have their own like person attached to the just Yugi
and Bakura.
That was
in Merrick, but it has nothing to do with the. It had nothing to do with the Millennial Puzzles. The Millennial Ring was Bakura has another spirit in it, but which possessed Bakura. The Millennial Rod, I think it kind of altered Merrick's shit too, but I don't think there was an evil spirit within the rod. I think it was just him. He was just bugged himself. It just made him more evil, I believe so. But there was a spirit in Millennial Puzzle though.
Okay.
But they didn't really know there was two different people until like the end of season 1 with Pegasus. And then it was like, well, either the end of season 1 or the beginning of Battle City, which was season 2, because that's when they started doing more research on where the Millennial Puzzle come from and the Egyptian god cards and shit like that.
Okay.
But yeah, Yami was that nigga, boy. Yami was cheating. Because I never forget. The nigga said I think he had a card in his deck or some shit. And the nigga said, close his eyes. You're not going to look at the card? I don't need to. I already know what it is. This nigga did. His opponent did whatever move. That nigga said, you activate my trap card. I said, how did you know what the fuck it was? Harder cards, bitch. I said, yo, there's no way.
That would have been a funny line to have it there.
There's no way. There's no way, G. There's no way in hell you're telling me you don't even look at the card and you know what it is. You're cheating. And niggas never called him on it. I got harder cards. Man, I put my heart in these cards, nigga. You're cheating. You put cheat codes on your cards, nigga. Like, fuck.
Do you think, like, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Pokemon, Digimon, all of these like shows that use like cards to battle and pocket monsters and all of that and everything to battle, do you think it would have been a little bit more funnier if it came on like later in the years, came on like Adult Swim or anything like that, like they had adult language attached to it? Because like you said, harder cards, bitch. Wham! Like a nigga playing spades or some shit. And he like, yeah. Harder cards.
Renege, bitch.
Yu-Gi-Oh! As spades would be hilarious.
Joker, nigga. What you talking about? Like, shit. Big Joker, bitch. I don't know if they probably would be funnier, but it's still, it wouldn't get as much publicity because since it's for kids.
Yeah, that's what I said. Later in the
better.
years, like they come out first with like the kid version, what they got out, and then they come back some years later and be like, "Huh, let's like spice it up a little bit, add a little bit of adult language to it."
Nah,
You don't think it would hit the same?
It wouldn't. It would, because it would need to be. They would, because it's just, it'll be the same shit, but just with adult language. But it's like you have to do. It has to be made abridged, because I can't. Because most of the story is probably going to be the same. Most dialogues are going to be the same until a nigga be like, "How did you draw the right card? Draw the cards, bitch." That's gonna be like the only time you could really be wilding, or you be like, they can't really be like, "I'm gonna fuck you up." Now they gotta be on HBO Max or Netflix. So they can't be on Adult Swim. Now they gotta be on HBO Max or Netflix. So I don't think it would be valid because they have to remake the whole series. Okay. And I think that's a lot of work. Like, I think it'll be funny for like niggas like us and shit like that, but at the same time, I don't think they're gonna put in that effort or the time and money to.
Yeah, I guess you. Yeah, it doesn't make no sense to. Do you?
It'll be funny though. It'd be funny as fuck. Though.
I have something to throw about that.
I'm Bandit fucking Keith. Nigga, the only thing I'm worried about your fourth grade ass duelist. Your duelist is nigga. Shit, I'm about to whoop your ass. My blue eyes white dragon's about to fuck you up, and you gonna be a fourth grade duelist with a third grade ass deck and a fifth grade fucking language. Fifth grade vocabulary, nigga. Fuck you talking about?
Do you
put me on a bridge series? I'm listening.
Captain Planet.
What?
Captain Planet, the show that used to come on where they wanted to save the environment and all of that.
What's the question?
Do you remember it?
Yeah. I'm like, you just said Captain Planet, and I was like, okay, what about this nigga?
I was thinking, and he's like a copycat of Shazam. All the kids put their rings together and they make Captain Planet.
No. You gotta figure out which one came first, though. The Shazam kids or Captain Planet? Because Shazam was always just been one nigga. Then all of a sudden it became the Shazam kids. Now I don't know exactly when they made the Shazam kids in the comics or the movie or whatever the fuck, but I know Captain Planet came out in like the 90s or some shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Captain Planet, that shit was cool. They was like, yeah, we got shit, niggas from the hood. Shit, niggas from the projects. Niggas from Bompton.